Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, this video is continuation of our last video where we have installed a VPC, like where we have created a VPC and have configured an EC2 in that particular VPC. Today, we are going to install or configure an database RDS, Amazon RDS. So the RDS is relational database into our present configuration. So as a whole, we are having a VPC in that I am having an EC2. So now I want to configure an RDS into that particular VPC. So let's start with our VPC RDS code. So in that I have in my previous code I have added another module, in the sense another folder where I am having main.tf, output.tf and variable.tf. So uh, we will discuss code line by line. So first I have created a resource where it is AWS subnet database subnet group. I have given it as name as subnet RDS. So name of that it is subnet group RDS, and the subnet IDs I have variabilized. So I have variabilized the subnet IDs. As we know that to create a database we need subnet groups. So particularly in AWS or in some other, like in RDS, we will be using two subnets, a group in which we will be having two subnets. So our database will be replicated across two subnets like that. So again, next we are having AWS security group. So to that particular RDS database, we will be assigning a security group. What is there in that security group? We are having a name of the security group. We are having description for this. So in which particular VPC ID it should be created? It is should be created in var.vpc ID. So default VPC what we have been created. So in that particular VPC, our RDS should be created. So the port of the RDS is 3306. So for ingress, we will be giving 3306. So from where? From our EC2 security group, where.ec2 security group ID. So we are opening a port 3306 of our RDS security group to the security group of our EC2 so that we can connect through our EC2 to our RDS. So description we have given allow EC2 EC2 to access RDS. So egress we will be giving 00. So outbound we will be allowing all traffic. So like that we have given. So here the protocol is TCP. Here it is -1 for all. So port from 0 to 0 CIDR blocks I have given all. So next what I will be assigning a resource block for AWS instance, RDS instance. So in the resource name, I have given it as AWS underscore DB instance. So the name of that resource block is demo RDS. So identifier I have given var.db identifier. So engine, which engine we should use? MySQL, Postgres. So like that I have given database engine. These I have variabilized. I will be seeing these variables in the variables.tf. We will be writing these variables. So again in the instance class, I have used var.instance class. Let's say t3.micro, all that. So allocated storage, how many gigabytes of storage I want to allocate to my RDS, that I have given here. So username, the username for our database and password for our database. So database subnet group name, what should be that name? And security group ID. So what security group we should use? Uh, AWS security group ID, RDS security. What we have created in the upper here, this security group we will be assigning to our database. So this is the main.tf of the module of my RDS. So next important part is variables.tf. So as you can see that database identifier I have not given here. So these all things I have given as a variable as a string, but I have not defined the value here. I have not hard coded that. We will be doing in the modules. So basically using modules, you can create multiple instance of database without making changes in your module. So let's say module files. So variable I have given database identifier, unique identifier for RDS instance, database engine, the name of the engine, MySQL or like that. So type again string, variable instance class, what class I want to use. So allocated storage, this is also a string. So username, as you all know, it is string, and password. So these things I have not given. These things, all these things I will be giving in the module file. So subnet IDs. So subnet IDs, basically we are using two subnet IDs. So type I will be giving list of strings. So again VPC ID. So it is also string variable. This variable is EC2 security group ID. So this also I have variabilized it. So coming to the output. output I have given as RDS endpoint. So when we will be creating an RDS, we will be getting an RDS endpoint. So that endpoint I have given value also have taken here RDS port. So basically, what is the port of my RDS? So username, so database name and instance ID and security group ID. These things I have given as outputs. So basically, guys, in my last video, I was having a VPC with, if you have watched that video, with one private subnet. So to create a RDS instance, we will be needing minimum two subnets. So I have made little changes in my VPC code. That is not very large changes, some little changes in the sense I have created another. So there I have created private subnet only one. So now I have given this as private one and private two. So I have created two subnets using AWS subnet. So again, in that particular VPC will be not be changed. VPC will be only one. So CIDR block I have given as where dot private subnet CIDR one and availability zone as availability zone one. So basically what we are doing, we are spreading our subnet groups across two availability zones. So basically, this is a private subnet 2. This is in second availability zone. This is the changes I have made in my VPC. So again, if I do changes in this VPC main, so I have to make changes. Let's say private subnet CIDR, I have to variabilize for private subnet 1, and this is private subnet 2. These two things and variable availability zone 1 and availability zone 2 also I have make changes. So AP South 1A, AP South 1B I have selected. So this is with respect to, guys, my uh, Terraform RDS module. So basically this is the thing. So regarding the changes in the EC2, so in my last video we are using default EC2 group. So now what we will be doing, we will be creating an EC2 group, security group, sorry, security group for our EC2, which will be attached to our security group. So basically, from this EC2, we will be trying to connect to our MySQL database RDS. So basically, this is my security group. In that, I have given allow SSH from 22. So for all, for testing purpose, I have given this. So basically, what it is trying to telling that we can allow, have opened a port 22 for SSH from all sources. So like that, this is the thing. So coming to the module structure in the basics. So in that main dot basics, I am having main.tf. So let's say, guys, I am having a main.tf here. So again, I have created another subnet CI subnet private subnet 2. So basically in the VPC module, I have to make some changes. So I have to give VPC CIDR, public subnet CIDR and private subnet CIDR 1, private subnet CIDR 2. I have to give. So this is the thing. So and in the Terraform EC2, this is the same thing: source, module VPC ID, module.vpc subnet ID, and AMI ID, and instance is T2 micro. Key name is Terraform module. This I will be having in my AWS console already key created. So coming to the module RDS module, this is the important in this video. So source, again same, two folders back I have taken from Terraform RDS. So here is your Terraform RDS module. From there I have taken source. So VPC ID. So using module Terraform VPC. So it will be using this module. So in that module, it will be trying to fetch VPC ID. So in this particular VPC, my RDS will be created. So coming to the subnet IDs. So I have to give two subnet IDs. So one is module Terraform VPC private subnet ID 1. So when you go to Terraform VPC module, I am having a subnet ID 1 here. So let's say I will go to output.tf. So here you can say private ID subnet ID 1. So this thing only I am referring in my main.tf. Let's say this is it. So yeah. So VPC private subnet ID 1, private subnet ID 2. These two IDs I am referring. So again, so what should be the security group, EC2 security group ID? So I am giving it as module.terraform2 security group ID. So I am attaching this ID to my security group. So EC2 security group ID I am giving. So module.terraform security group ID. So again, so coming to the database instance setting, database identifier I have variabilized there. So now I am giving it as myappdb. So database engine I am using MySQL. Instance class is db.t3.micro. So allocated storage I am giving 20. So as a demo purpose, I am giving username and password here only. You can use secret manager for storing this, or you can use tf wars file to give the username and password. So this is with respect to my code, guys. So coming to my git bash terminal, I am in this particular folder where I am having a modules main.tf. Let's say I will show you by using ls. So I am having a main.tf here. So I will try to show you main.tf. So this is a main.tf where I am having three different modules. One is VPC module, where I have given all the details like what kind of subnet CIDRs will be there and the name of the project. So EC2 module. So I am having this kind of EC2 module where I am having VPC ID, subnet ID. So in which particular subnet ID my EC2 should be created. So I have created this in public subnet. So this is my AMI ID. So this is the instance type, key name, and instance name. So coming to this module, so these things are this is a RDS module. So let's start with. So I have configured my AWS credentials here. So I will start with Terraform init. So I'll try to initialize the modules, what and all I have created. So it will take time. So I will pause the screen. Once the I think once it's over, I will resume the screen. So now as you can see, Terraform has been successfully initialized. So now what I will try to do, I will try to uh, format the main.tf. So it's done. So now what I will do, I will try to validate the configuration, what and all I have given here. So let's say Terraform validate. So it will try to validate all the configuration, whether these things can be successfully created or not. So it will try to validate these resources. So once the validation is complete, I will resume my screen. Yeah, it's completed. So now what I will try to do, I will try to view Terraform LAN. So let's see what Terraform is going to plan for this configuration. So once the plan is complete, I will resume the screen. So now as you can see, Terraform plan has been, Terraform has given me this a plan. So what it is trying to say, VPC will be created. Okay, the CIDR block of that VPC will be 10.0.0/16, which is good. So it is telling that 17 to add. Okay, so this is public subnet as we wanted to host our EC2 in this. So it is good. So it is a private subnet 2 will be created. So we wanted this. Yes, private subnet 2, private subnet 1 will also be created. Great. So route table association with 2 and 1. So yeah, okay. So public route table association is also good. So route table public will be created, private will be created. Okay, NAT gateway, internet gateway, elastic IP. So this is a security group for our EC2. It will be created. Okay. What is this for? This is an EC2 instance. Okay. So this is a, I think, security group for my RDS. Okay, this will be created. Fine. So this subnet groups. Okay, these two will be created. Okay. So I think this is for instance, RDS instance. Yes, this will be created. Fine. Great. So now what will we do? We will be using Terraform apply. So it will apply 17 resources. So once the apply has been completed, I will resume my screen. So as you can see, guys, apply has been completed. So 17 resource have been added to my configuration. So let's say, uh, so I will go to the console where I will be checking whether these resources have, yeah, console is here. Let me refresh. So once it's get refreshed, yeah, here I am having a demo instance which have been created now and it is running. So we will try to connect it, guys. So let's connect it. So those the 22 port what I have configured. So from source from any 00 that will be tested here. So what we will be doing, we will be git bash. So I will be trying to connect to that particular EC2. So using SSH. So let's say here it is, I will paste the key. So it is asking me, yes, permanently add. So now it's ready. So now we are in our EC2, what we have created. So from here, I want to connect to my RDS, which is the aim of the today's video. So to connect to the RDS, MySQL RDS, first we have to install MySQL. So for that, I will be updating the system sudo update -y. So let it, the update is over. So I will install MySQL. First I will check. Yeah. So I have to install this. Okay, we will copy this and paste this client. MySQL client we will install. So once it's completed, we will resume. Yeah, it's already completed, I think. Yes. So now I will try to connect to the particular MySQL RDS instance which I have been created. So let's search for that RDS, whether it has been created or not. So Aurora and RDS, let's say. So in the second screen, I have opened. Okay. Databases. So now you can see, guys, my database has been created. So database identifier, I have given my database app. So it's there. So I have to click on this to get the endpoint. So here I am having endpoint. So which is on port 3306. So let's try to connect to this MySQL server, guys. SQL -h. So host, I will be using this endpoint -u. So the username what I have given, let's say main.tf. What is the username? AppDB. Okay. -u AppDB. I will be giving -p. So it is asking me a password. So this is a password, super secret 123. Okay, yes. PPRSCRET123. So yeah, so we are in our MySQL database. So basically what we have covered in this video, guys, we have created a VPC. In that we have created two subnets. So in the public subnet we have created an EC2. In the private subnets we have created an RDS instance. So in the two, we have used two subnet groups. So in the RDS instance, we have attached a security group where we have given that in that particular port on 3306, the security group of my EC2 should be allowed to communicate. So like that, we have given the configuration. So that's why at the backend in the private subnet, even though we have associated a private route table to the subnets, we are able to communicate, connect to our MySQL server. So the EC2 we will be considering as a Bastion host. So that's all from this video, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't miss to subscribe. So please subscribe, share, and like the channel and the videos. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.